We begin tonight with this monster hurricane slamming Jamaica at this hour. A Category 5 hurricane, winds up to 185 miles per hour. Authorities are calling this life-threatening. The images coming in at this hour, the strongest storm to ever make landfall on the island. Reports of damage coming in now. Residents and tourists riding out the storm, up to 40 inches of rain possible. Homes and structures destroyed, boats lifted out of the water, power lines crashing down. Video circulating online tonight showing major damage to a hospital, metal and power lines blocking the exit. The road leading to the hospital unpassable tonight. Residents and tourists, many taking shelter. Reports that resorts there are now converting ballrooms and auditoriums to make room. Hurricane Melissa right now a Category 4, now on track to make its second landfall in Cuba in just hours, then the Bahamas. Ginger Z standing by with this new track. Ike Ajachi leading us off from Kingston, Jamaica tonight.
Tonight, families on the island nation of Jamaica in the eye of the storm, facing the strongest hurricane they've ever seen. Category 5 Melissa, packing 185-mile-an-hour winds, slamming ashore this afternoon near the town of New Hope in southwestern Jamaica. Local resident Daniel Barnes shooting these videos in St. Elizabeth Parish as Melissa made landfall, documenting the ferocious winds. Just listen. In Black River, videos circulating online showing major damage to the local hospital, sheet metal and power lines blocking the exit. Not far from there, boats running aground in Great Bay, wind and rain howling in the hills. Waves pushing walls of water on shore.
Take a look at this storm surge, 13 feet in some spots, affecting the entire southern coastline of Jamaica.
Authorities warning no infrastructure can survive these winds, begging everyone who didn't evacuate to stay put.
Jamaica, this is not the time to be brave.
Some areas could get up to 40 inches of rain. Melissa cutting a path of destruction across the island all the way to Montego Bay. Hotels packing stranded tourists and staff into ballrooms and auditoriums.
They're starting to board up some glass doors.
Deborah Shields from Houston is stuck at her hotel outside Montego Bay.
Pray that we get home. Like at this point, at the end of the prayer, right before you say amen, say, I pray that they all can get a flight home.
U.S. Air Force hurricane hunters flying into Melissa, reporting they were forced to abort another mission today because the turbulence was so strong. One of the meteorologists who flew this mission said it was both stunning to see and horrifying to think about the damage it will cause. As Melissa tears across Jamaica, Cuba is next. Authorities are now racing to move some 500,000 people to higher ground tonight.
David, the center of Melissa has now moved off the coast of Jamaica, but strong winds and storm surge persist. Damage assessments are underway, and authorities are hoping they'll be able to reopen the main airport here in Kingston to start flying relief flights by Thursday. David?
All right, Ike Ajachi and the team there on Jamaica's island, thank you for your coverage. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z. The latest track is in. Ginger, what do you see?
Yeah, there have only been two other hurricanes in all of recorded history that have made landfall with this strong of winds. So really, in the Atlantic Basin, this one stands out. But the next couple of hours, they'll still have impacts on Jamaica. We've lost the eye. That doesn't mean much for Cuba, though. You're still going to have a major hurricane making landfall, I'd say, between midnight and 2 a.m. So let's time it out. Some of the heaviest winds the strongest winds and the heaviest rain are going to come through again in that overnight into early morning hours. Then Wednesday afternoon, Exuma, Long Island, the central Bahamas picking up the worst of it as at least a Cat 2, if not a little stronger. So we'll be moving that to the north and east. I'll show you that in a moment. But we're still concerned tonight about the flash flood threat. There will be a few more inches in Jamaica, but it's all about Cuba, 2 feet possible. And then we kick it out. Bermuda could see this Thursday into Friday, David.
Ginger Z with us here tonight. Ginger, we'll see you first thing in the morning on GMA.